Do any of you know about a deadly hiking trail that kills 100 people a year? Or about a trail so dangerous it's illegal to hike on? No? Hang on with me. We're gonna hike to the world's hardest hiking trails together. Number 10. Kokoda Track, Papua New Guinea. Hostile, remote, and historical. These three words are capable enough to describe this hiking track, and faint-hearted are not advised to hike it. This track has a rich history and is a World War II site where Japanese and Australian fighters battled on the front lines. Alister Grierson even made a film on this track and named the movie Kokoda. On the way to a perilous journey of 4 to 10 days, the trail will lead you into the heart of the Owen Stanley Range of mountains, where deep, dark gorges block out the sunlight. Lush green vegetation grows, and narrow crests offer passage. Hikers with extreme mental and physical fitness can cope with these hot, humid days and frigid nights. In addition to the difficulty of the trek itself, tropical diseases like malaria are a health hazard as well. The landscape is made up of venomous insects, wildlife, and poisonous plants, but these are the dangers associated with the track that make it so desirable for hikers and gives an unforgettable experience. Number 9. Devil's Path, New York State. I think the name is pretty self-suggestive of the track, which is located just 2 to 3 hours drive outside of Manhattan and is one of the country's most challenging hiking trails. It only runs for 25 miles in the Catskills Mountains, but due to the extreme characteristics, the trip can take days to complete. The trail is full of extremely rocky terrain, vertical slopes, extreme downhills, and very slippery sections. A number of waterfalls and bears complement each other and are found throughout the track, so be careful about your food supplies. The trail requires physically demanding use of your hands and feet, and sheer rock cliffs will challenge even the experienced trekker. If you complete it, the trail rewards you with spectacular views of the Catskill Range, making it a most worthwhile challenge. Number 8. Kalalau Trail, Kauai, Hawaii. Sitting high above the crashing waves on cliffs that tower 4,000 feet above the ocean, this trail is just 11 miles and winds the hiker through 5 lush valleys to the tops of towering cliffs. This unbelievably beautiful and tough hiking trail is the only land access to Nepali coast. However, you only reach there after crossing hairpin switchbacks through jungles and thundering waterfalls. Common dangers include flash floods, falling rocks, thick mud, and lots of rain. The slippery trail must be walked with caution, as one misstep is enough to send you plunging into thousands of feet below. The sun is strong in this part, and therefore plenty of water is required along the way because you will not find it on the trail. Number 7. West Coast Trail, Vancouver Island. Although not ravaged by snowstorms, lava, or flooding, this track still needs a lot of determination and experience to cover. This 48-mile trail is very popular and is hiked by hundreds every year. Steep slopes, wooden bridges, and long ladders are all part of the game, and when the weather is wet, the game can get slippery and out of control very fast. Spraining ankles is so common that it has been made a joke now, and predators like black bears, cougars, and wolves are another thing to worry about because they have been known to attack hikers. There are waterways that are time-taking to pass, and beaches completely impassable at high tide. Food and water buying services are scarce as well. This trail requires well-preparedness on behalf of the hiker. Number 6. Chadar Trek, Himalayas. This hiking trail lasts 6 to 10 days and reaches altitudes up to 10,900 feet. One of the toughest in India, this is the same trek over which Buddhist monks walked barefoot along the river. One of the dangers is crossing over the frozen river of Zanskar, which normally is a frozen sheet of ice, but the river can shift and ice can break, and the only way to continue then is by walking on slippery rocks along the riverside. The weather is extremely cold in that trek, and the temperature literally tests the willpower of any experienced hiker. Only with experience, warm clothes, and the right attitude can this trail be hiked, and although it is tough, completing it is a spectacular and unforgettable adventure of a lifetime. Number 5. Skyline Snowfield Trail, Mount Rainier, Washington. This trail is short, just a 9-mile trek. Why include this in the list? but short does not mean it is not hard. The trail starts from a beautiful mountain meadow full of scenic wildflowers, and the scenes get more aesthetic when hikers pass through lush forests and shimmering lakes. And then, all of a sudden, this trek becomes extremely perilous and intimidating, even for experienced climbers. The first challenge this trail presents is the 2,800-foot vertical Muir Snowfield climb. Cold, snowy, and vertical, and things can get worse if the weather betrays you, and that is the second challenge, the weather itself. The vicious storms come without any prior warning. Apart from this, the region is an active volcano as well. This trek has claimed more than 100 climbers and is one of the deadliest and hardest trails in the world. Number 4. The Snowman Trek, Bhutan. What makes this beautiful trail deadly? Two things: high altitudes and steep ascents. The trail starts in Paro and ends up in Nikachihu, approximately after 24 days. Altitudes will continuously stay above 4,000 meters with a maximum of 5,332 meters. Consistent high-level passes, the remoteness of the trip, and difficult weather conditions make it one of the hardest trails in the world. This is a trail that can only be hiked during the summer months, as the path is often closed due to snow. The unparalleled views of the Himalayas, lush valley landscapes, dense forests, and snow-capped mountain peaks are some of the rewards this trail gives to its hikers, and is the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to explore the separate mountain kingdom of Lunana. Experienced hikers take this trail as a challenge, and especially prepare themselves physically and mentally to pull out this extreme stunt. Number 3. El Camino del Rey, Spain. In 2014, it was declared illegal to walk on this trail because of the extreme dangers of falling. El Camino del Rey is known as one of the world's scariest hikes in the world. Translated as Little King's Path, daredevils still take this steep path to get an adrenaline rush. The path was closed due to crumbling pathways and the number of deaths, but the closure has sparked more adventurous hikers to explore it. The pathways that run along the Guadalhorce River Gorge were made by hydroelectric workers over 100 years ago, and tattered safety ropes to help the hikers still lie there. The acrophobic cannot even imagine hiking this trail. The restoration process has started where the concrete has fallen, but even after restoration, this trek will still remain tough enough to stay on our list.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. The subscriber pick today has totally nailed the title because the picture is taken from Hua Shan Plank Trail, also known as the world's most dangerous hiking trail. Mount Hua Shan stands 2,154 meters tall and is the most precipitous mountain under heaven. All trails up the mountain tend to be treacherous and dangerous, with narrow vertical staircases and few handholds, but none as deadly as the Plank Trail to the South Mountain. The Plank Trail is called Death Trail, and it could never get a better name. Made up of narrow passages of wooden platforms that are nailed to the mountainside, even getting to the trail seems impossible. Rusty chain handles, worn wooden planks, and at some points, the absence of planks makes this trail extremely dangerous, treacherous, and deadly. With no official death statistics, it is estimated that over 100 people annually perish while hiking. Number 1. Drakensberg Traverse, South Africa. Last and not at all least, this South African trail is a combination of tough and long. This trek is about 150 miles and lacks a prescribed route or marked trail. Intense hills, windy conditions, snow, and mud will welcome you over this trail, but the best, worst, and most hilarious thing is the thieves that set out to steal from unsuspecting campers. You have to be completely self-sufficient on this hike. No checkpoints, no facilities, and no markers ensure that you're on the right way. Altitude sickness, cold weather, and uneven terrain are some of the other perks of this formidable trail. Do you know the rewards? Towering waterfalls, the sun rising over the breathtaking landscape below, and a stop at the enormous rock formation, the amphitheater, make this hike worth taking. Which trail appealed to you the most? Tell us in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the amazing upcoming videos.